It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Saints going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first NFL carry for the Tennessee man, Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 85 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And, oh, it's blocked. The Saints have got him. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's the rookie from Florida State, Dalvin Cook, his first NFL carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Or two shy of the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Well, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Red zone opportunity. First down, here's the run with Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Tagger, let's go. Tagger.
On second down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Forbath to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Caught right side. It's Snead. It's a big play there for the Saints. 66 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, You're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years, but Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well, but it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints are back within a score. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They start the drive with Cook. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On second down, Bridgewater again. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Third down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
So they're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They go play action. Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Breeze to throw on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A toss to Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. It's brought in by Floyd. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Bridgewater now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They try again with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They pitch it out to Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Well, it's not unusual to know that Kai Forbath has kicked for multiple NFL teams, right? Washington, New Orleans. They took over the Vikings job when Blair Walsh ended his tenure there when he was struggling. How about his start with the Vikings, though? Made 15 straight.
Yeah, he took over in Week 10, and you're right, hit every field goal the rest of the season. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 67 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bruce Carter with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Saints.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 10th carry for Kamara. Room to run inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run. Cook. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. On the carry, it's Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 29. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Breeze. Caught left side, it's Barnage. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
I'm not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That good for 19 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Fresh set of downs here. Toss play, Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Robinson, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Breeze got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emerson Griffin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. This is Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Minnesota, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.